Hi there, everybody. This is Felicity. In last class, we have talked about how to read a sentence, how to understand the basic meaning of a sentence to help you think in English. And this class, we will talk about how you learn a word that you get maybe from a reading passage, from a novel, from a fiction, non-fiction, whatever. And the first tip I want to give you is the same as what I mentioned last class. Use the Only English Dictionary. And why we are doing this? Because if you ever sing some new word and you're trying to explain that in your own language, in your natural language, then maybe there would be some missing of meaning. You don't get the full meaning of the word, and then that would lead to a larger question, a larger problem, which is a misunderstanding of the whole sentence, and that would cost you some other time, maybe energy, to get back to the whole meaning of the sentence. So that said, now let's get into some more specific steps for you to learn a word. We have mentioned the first thing you need to learn a word. Of course, it's a meaning, because that's how you understand the sentence, right? So you guess and then you check it in the dictionary, get the meaning of the word. And if you think this word is too difficult, still you can revert to some Only English Dictionary. And here I recommend Merriam-Webster, which is a simplified dictionary. You type the word in and then it would just give you some formulas. It would give you some explanations here. You can check whether it's a noun, whether it's a verb. And so that would lead to the second thing I think you need to learn, the forms. We know that a word in English, they have different forms, like whether it's a noun form, whether it's a verb. And when we are talking about verb, verb can be changed into past tense. Like we have go, you can change that into went, right? And then you can change into a singular form, like goes, plus some add an es after go, you get goes. So those are different forms. When you are looking up a word in the dictionary, I'm not just remembering one word. I'm just trying to get the whole information, like the meaning, the forms, and how it can be used in a sentence. All this kind of information, you just get it one time, instead of like each time you say this new word, maybe the first time you say it's a noun, and the next time you find this noun, it doesn't work here, and then you have to check it again. It's a total waste of time. So don't do that. And the third thing, after you get the meaning, you get the form, learn the word from a context. There's no word that is independent in English. You can't say I know go and then this word, right? You have to put it into a sentence like I go to school, I go out, I have a go. Go has different. It has a noun form, which means try. It has some verb form, which means you move to some place, to a certain place. When you are putting it into specific or particular situations, and then you get how to use the word. Next thing I think I want to do with you is to show you an example. And let's get back to the sentence we have mentioned last class. We now know the brain pathway that causes animals to rapidly wiggle themselves dry, a phenomenon known as the wet dog shake. As you have already know that we guess the word wiggle as make, but then you read further, you find that make doesn't reflect the whole meaning, right? It's just a part. The wet dog shake has similar meaning of wiggle. So the exact meaning is shake themselves dry. Now I know wiggle means move to and fro. That's more specific. That's more exact meaning for this word. But today we will move on a little bit. Say, after you check the meaning of the word, after you get the meaning of the word, what do? We take a further look. And then now let's say, what kind of forms are there? It's a verb, right? It's a verb. And then you get wiggled. So I know now it can be a past tense plus ed, but is there any noun form? No. So this is like the only form of this word. And then I can make a sentence here. I say, The puppy wiggled with an excitement whenever it sees his owners, his bosses. That's a good thing. Now I know the full meaning of this word and how to use this word actually. I'm gonna have a very quick recap here. First of all, I understand the word, I get the meaning of the word. Then I look up it in the dictionary and I take a look at all the possible forms of this word. The final thing, I make a sentence with the word. Only by this way can you understand and think and use the whole word in English. Many people will find it's difficult. It's a struggle for you to carry on the whole process, to do this looking up, to do the guessing thing. Many people would find it a struggle, but don't run away from the struggle. Just go into the struggle, because all the struggles, they can make you better. Only the struggles can make you improve yourself. And in the next class, I will show you, after you get this word, how to use them or how to decide whether to use them or not. See you.